Most Venerable Mahasangha and other religious dignitaries, Your Royal Highnesses, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall, fellow heads of government, Commonwealth foreign ministers, Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to the opening ceremony of the 22nd Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. It is my pleasure to welcome to Sri Lanka, Your Royal Highnesses, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall. Fellow Commonwealth Heads of Government, Foreign Ministers, spouses of visiting dignitaries, delegates, and special invitees. Your Royal Highnesses, the Prince of Wales, representing the heads of the Commonwealth, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II is no stranger to Sri Lanka. In fact, Her Royal Highness Trust Fund several ongoing social development projects here. I am sure Your Royal Highness will carry pleasant memories of this visit to our country. I also wish to thank the outgoing Chairman of Australia for extending all the support to make this Chogam a success. Hosting this meeting is a historic occasion for Sri Lanka and also a tribute to Asia as Chogam returns to this region after 24 years. As one of the 8 founding members of the modern Commonwealth, Sri Lanka is deeply honored to host this event. I'm extremely thankful to all of you who have been firm in your support and understanding of the related complexities in Sri Lanka's post-conflict phase. This confidence reposed by you in my country will greatly assist me in steering the organization's future in the best interest of our peoples. We in Sri Lanka are stepping into a new era of peace, stability, and renewed economic opportunities that have been long denied to my people due to the menace of terrorism that existed for nearly 3 decades. In ending terrorism in 2009, we asserted the greatest human right, the right to life. I'm happy to state that in the past 4 years, there hasn't been a single terrorist-related incident anywhere in Sri Lanka. Excellencies and friends, there is a multitude of global challenges arising from the uncertainty of the socio-economic conditions faced by our nations today. We in the Commonwealth must therefore collectively find means of effectively addressing these challenges to safeguard the values we hold dear. It is in recognition of that urgent need to address the burning issues connected to growth and development, which directly impinged on the lives of our peoples, that Sri Lanka proposed the theme, Growth with Equity, Inclusive Development, for this Chogam. We believe that this theme has broad relevance to the larger Commonwealth and highlights the importance of equity in economic development, particularly in view of the existing disparities in the distribution of wealth and economic benefits. Inclusive development promotes progress and contributes towards achieving Millennium Development Goals. In the case of Sri Lanka, our current policy agenda, the Mahinda Chintana, Vision for the Future, spells out clear strategies of improving the livelihoods of our people, ensuring that economic and social benefits reached every strata of society, and more importantly, taking Sri Lanka into the future by aiming to be the wonder of Asia. I'm happy to say that Sri Lanka has achieved success on a range of social indicators that comprise the MDGs, despite being lower middle income country. Absolute poverty in Sri Lanka declined from 15.2% in 2007 to 6.5% in 2012, surpassing the MDG's midterm target. While reaching out to care for all our people's needs, the government has also taken a proactive approach to post-conflict reconstruction and reconciliation. Your Royal Highness, fellow heads of government, excellencies, and friends, faced with tough challenges, we in the Commonwealth need to ask ourselves a few questions. First, can we realistically say that need for basic facilities, healthcare, education, employment, access to food and safe drinking water, eradication of poverty and hunger are of lesser importance than political concerns? Second, should not the Commonwealth collectively strive towards the realization of development goals to enable its member countries to reap economic benefits? Third one, should we be addressing more vigorously the issue of common poverty before we talked about common wealth? As a matter of priority, we in the Commonwealth should focus on development challenges confronting the majority of our member nations. I see compelling need for those who guide the destiny of the Commonwealth to give serious thought to practical modalities focusing on social and economic issues. This will greatly enhance the relevance and value of the Commonwealth. Particular emphasis on the well-being of women and children is a must. There is as well the acute need for awareness of both the potential and the risks attend on information technology. Although economic priorities take center stage, let us not forget that the people are the greatest wealth of our nation. Strengthening the quality of human capital will help countries to achieve sustained growth. Greater people-to-people contact within the nations of the Commonwealth, as well as the taking the objective of the Commonwealth to the most remote sections of our populations is also important. CHOGM 2013 will provide the opportunity for us to assess the Commonwealth's achievement with regard to development goals. If the Commonwealth is to remain relevant to its member countries, the association must respond sensitively to the needs of its peoples and not let it turn into a punitive or judgmental body. We must also collectively guard against bilateral agendas being introduced into the organization, distorting Commonwealth traditions and consensus. The strength of the organization lies in keeping the member countries together, helping one another in a spirit of partnership, making the Commonwealth truly unique. Excellencies, our deliberations in Colombo must lead to the greatest practical benefits for the peoples of renewed Commonwealth. One that is engaging, collaborative and unifying rather than prescriptive and divisive. In December last year, the Charter of the Commonwealth, comprising the values and aspirations shared by all members of the organization, was adopted. To us in Sri Lanka today, they continue to be relevant as we usher in a new era, and also because all religions we follow in Sri Lanka have taught us to uphold the highest human values. Finally, I wish to quote the words of the Buddha, the enlightened one. Naperesang vilomani naparisang katang atanocha avikeya katani akatanicha. Let not one take notice of faults of others or what they have done or not done. Let one be concerned only about what one has done and left undone. End of quote. While looking forward to a fruitful and constructive engagement, I wish all of you a very pleasant and enjoyable stay in our country. Teruan Sannai, may the noble people bless you all.